Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com, and today we're going to take a look at this Shocker Air Receiver Hitch with drop ball mount and 2-inch ball for a 2.5-inch hitch receiver. Now this shock absorbing receiver hitch provides superior comfort while towing by reducing road shock and chucking using airbag and bumper stop technologies. This hitch features an industrial strength airbag, as you can see here, and these cushioned bump stops here at the top that dampen chucking and road shock. This hooks your trailer to your tow vehicle with this included drop mount and 2-inch ball. And as you can see here, there are two easy to remove pins with these large rings that I can easily fit up to 4 of my fingers through. They're very easy to grab and hold on to, and can also be folded in either direction if you wanted to move them out of your way. So no more fumbling with small hitch pin heads. We also have large safety clips that's going to make securing the clips very easy. Now you do have a drop range of 4.5 inches to 7.5 inches, and the inside width of this channel is 3 3/4 inches wide, and the distance between the vertical adjustment holes, center to center, between each of those holes is going to be 1 inch. Now, speaking of these vertical adjustment holes, this is considered a deep frame hitch, easily identified by having 8 vertical adjustment holes for the ball mount adjustment. This has been designed to work with the 2015 to 2019 GM, Chevrolet, and the 2017 and newer Ford 3/4 ton and larger that have the extra steel reinforcement which hangs down below the underside of the receiver tube. For those vehicles, this included spacer block is not necessary. However, when using this deep frame hitch on vehicles such as the Dodge, Ram, or older GM and Ford trucks with the 2.5-inch receiver tube, you would install this included spacer block, and it's very easy to do. You will just use this tool to remove these top bolts that retain the airbag. Once those bolts are removed, then you would place the spacer there and then secure them with those bolts by putting them back in with this tool. And that spacer block again is included, and it's going to be a very easy install if you need it. Now this air hitch works like a teeter-totter, and with the airbag on one end and your trailer coupler on the other end, and as your trailer exerts force downward, the unit pivots and the airbag absorbs the energy. When your trailer jerks backward or pushes forward, these two cushion bump stops are going to reduce the force for a smoother ride. Now this is going to also be compatible with the Shocker Hitch 2 5/16 inch ball, the sway bar mount, raised ball mount, the clevis mount, the combination ball, the cushion drawbar, and the standard drawbar. Of course, those attachments are sold separately but can be found under the related products section of this product page. This airbag is easily adjustable. For heavier loads, you would just add more air, and there is an included air valve here with a cap. So you just add more air for heavier loads, and for lighter loads, you would just let some air out. To determine the correct amount of air to use, you would simply hook your trailer up and then load the trailer the way you are going to tow it, then add air until these bump stops begin to compress. Once they begin to compress, then you should have the right amount of air in your airbag for your load, and you're ready to go. On the other side, we do have this Zerk fitting that's going to make maintaining this pivot point very easy. You can simply add grease as needed with the grease gun, and you'll be good to go. This is of a grade 50 steel plate construction and a cold rolled steel shank. That's going to provide maximum durability. It is shot blasted and powder coated to prevent rust. If I haven't mentioned it already, the ball is zinc plated to to also prevent rust and corrosion. The gross towing weight is 10,000 pounds, but please do remember that a towing setup is always limited by its lowest rated component, whether that be your vehicle, your hitch, or another component. Now again, this is going to fit a 2.5-inch trailer hitch receiver. The hitch pin hole diameter is 5/8 of an inch. This does not include the pin and clip, so if you do not have a compatible pin and clip or a 5/8 of an inch pinhole, that would be a separate purchase. However, I do recommend taking a look at the infinite rule locking pins for shocker hitch ball mounts for 2-inch and 2.5-inch hitches. You will get 3 locking pins. One pin will secure your shocker hitch to your trailer hitch receiver on the back of your vehicle, and then the 2 other locking pins will replace these pins to lock and secure your attachment to your shocker hitch. It's a great way to protect and to secure your investment. You can find those locking pins on our website using item number IR39FR. Now the distance from the first hitch pin hole to the middle of the ball is going to be about 10.25 inches, and from the second hitch pin hole to the center of our ball, we're going to be sitting at about 11.25 inches. And the distance below the receiver tube is going to be 5 inches from the bottom of this receiver tube. Now this does require a minimum of 7 inches clearance from the center of the hitch pin hole to the rearmost portion of your tow vehicle, and the receiver opening should be flush with the bumper or protruding from the rear of the vehicle for best fit. Now finally, a 2-inch shocker air receiver will not fit a 2.5-inch hitch even with the reducer sleeve, as trucks with the 2.5-inch hitch have deeper frames. A 2.5-inch shocker air receiver, such as the one we have here, will fit a 3-inch hitch with a reducer sleeve. Well, that's going to conclude our look today. I do hope it was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.